Hello, this is going to be my first video on the One Piece card game. I have never made a video on a card game or anything like that prior, so please forgive me. So, for context, I do not have a scene local to me where I can play the game. I've relied exclusively on Sim, the OPTCG Sim, and webcam games with homies and some people that I match up on Discords. But I do enjoy deck building, and I've been having a lot of fun with the starter deck 12 Zoro Sanji leader. It's pretty nice, blue-green color combo. It's not exactly the best, but it gives some good options. Now, to be clear, again, I have no local scene. I have never played in proper events, and until they have some around here, I probably won't. But I did just want to do a quick overview. Probably one of my more fun decks that I've built and played. And yeah, let's just jump into that. Also, please don't mind the proxies. Because there is no scene around here. There's not a lot of stores that carry One Piece. So this is kind of what I'm relying on for the moment without having to pay out of the fucking ass for like actual cards. So we're going to start the deck with the events. And I run 4 copies of You Can Be My Samurai. And there's a couple of fun little things that you can do in combination with Zoro's ability there. I run 2 copies of Perfume Femur, which is a new card introduced in OP-07. Definitely helpful for like swinging if they have blockers, just trying to get any sort of damage in. I run 4 copies of Sengoku, which is also an OP-07 card. Searches top 5 for any 7 warlords. And then from there, I run pretty much, from what I've seen, a sort of standard 7 warlords deck. I'm sorry that they're going off frame right there. Let me fix that. But from what I've seen, it's pretty much a standard 7 warlords deck. I run 4 copies of the Kuma, which gives you the top 2. Look at top 2, choose one, put the other back on top or bottom. Then I have the 3-cost Doflamingo blocker. I run 4 of those. Good for searching, setting up for your draws from You Can Be My Samurai or Kuma even. Then I run 4 of the starter deck 12 Mihawks, the 2K counters. If you have 2 or less characters, you can play a cost 4 or less slash type. Well, primarily slash since there's no Muggy Kingdom Pirates. It's good for a couple of cards later, one of them being Edward Weevil, which is card draw. Very nice. Favorite thing to do with that is play Mihawk into Weevil. Weevil will enter rested, but you can use the leader's ability, which is Don 1. You can return Mihawk to your hand and restand the Weevil to have a 6k body out. And then, have a 2k counter in hand. That's pretty nice. I then run 4 Crocodiles, which is also a 2k counter, and will help you return and recycle Sengoku. It's on play, pay 1, return a character with a cost of 2 or less to my hand. It's there specifically for that, either bouncing and recycling the Sengoku or a 2k counter, whichever it calls for. I run 4 of the 4-cost Mihawks. Generally, I don't play that card unless I don't have any other options, and then I'll play it off of a Mihawk or like a Jinbei. Mostly it's just there for counter, not much else. I run 4 Gecko Morias, the add a warlord or Thriller Bark pirate type character with a cost of 4 or less, other than Gecko Moria from trash to hand. It's pretty nice just to get back 2k counters such as Crocodile, the Mihawk. Even if you need more blockers, it's good to grab the Doflamingo. After that, I run 4 of the 4-cost Law. It's also a 2k counter. You can bounce it to your hand to make your opponent place a card at the bottom of their deck if they have 6 or more cards in their hand. Tends to be pretty nice. So you'd play it off of Mihawk because he is a slash type character. And because he enters rested, it doesn't really matter that much because you're just going to bounce him to hand if you need to use him for that. Or again, just like the Mihawk, it's a good option to throw out if you don't have anything else and you need at least a body on the board. Then I have Jinbei, which allows you to play a cost 4 or less 7 Warlords card from your hand. other than Jinbei. Generally, really good combo piece. Helps you build up board pretty easy. Really strong, in my opinion. Very, very nice. And then to top it off, I run 4 of the 10 cost green Doflamingos. It's very helpful to just freeze board, buy off some time for you to build up bodies if you need it. Or if your opponent swings with a blocker or blocks with blockers, like say you have a pre-established board, you swing like a 6k, like 2 6ks and a 5k, and they block with 2, they take 1. If the blockers live, you can freeze the blockers, you can freeze their leaders. So for leaders that need to attack like this one, that's really strong. From here, I'm going to show a couple of my favorite combo pieces, or like a few of my favorite play paths. I'll get this out of the way and then cut to having it set up. The first combo that tends to be good, or that I tend to find to be quite effective, at least for me personally, it requires these 3 cards: 4 cost Jinbei, 3 Mihawk, 4 cost Weevil. The way that this functions, I'm sure that it's pretty well known, considering 7 Warlords is pretty popular, but optimally you go first, I think, on your 3rd turn. So you go first, and when you have 5 Dawn, so yeah, your 3rd turn. The effective way to do it for me is play Jinbei with 4. Off of Jinbei, you get to play a Mihawk, and then off of Mihawk, you get a rested Weevil, so then you would draw a card. And then with your last remaining Dawn, you would swing your leader, and on swings, return the Mihawk to your hand to get your 2k counter back, and then you can restand the Weevil, which puts a 6k active body that can't be attacked on the field. Pretty good for 4 cost. A couple of my other go-to, depending on my hand. If I play a Doflamingo blocker and he doesn't get taken out, I don't block with it, he doesn't get removed. You can play out something like Akuma, right? So say it's, again, turn 3, and you didn't have the Weevil, Jinbei, Mihawk play. You would be able to play Akuma, look at the top 2, you know, stack it. You got your guy still on the board, your Dofi. So you can swing with your Dofi. Say you don it twice, right? Or you don it once, bring it up to 5k, and just swing with a 5k. Then you can don 1 on your leader, swing with leader, return Kuma to your hand, and restand your blocker. You get your 1k counter and your search, not search, but your scry 2 or whatever, back to your hand, and your blocker is no longer rested. So you get the effect of the Kuma, you get an attack out of your body, you get a swing with your leader, and then you can return this. And then you can do it again next turn, if you don't have any other options. But outside of that, that's about the best tech that I got for it. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say about it. Ain't much, ain't nothing crazy, ain't nothing special. Shit, I don't even know if it's good, but it's done me decently well. Again, not at events, not at game stores, just playing with some homies that I know, and then some people on Discords when people ask for webcam games, see if anybody's down, or sim games even. I'll test it out, I play with it, I get a couple of wins here and there, ain't nothing crazy, but it's fun. Maybe someone else can make something even crazier out of it, who the fuck knows. A lot of good blue support came out in 07, and I think a lot more is coming out in 08. And I don't know anything past that because leaks kind of, you know, I check them out every now and then, but I try to stay blind to it until an English release happens. Yeah, that's it. Hopefully this was, you know, something you were looking for. If you were looking on how you might want to go about building this leader, feel free to put your what you run in the deck list down in the comments if you want. Any pointers, any tips, anything you think I should change, if you like the deck, if you play tested, anything else, you know, by all means. I'll also make sure to put a text list of this specific deck list in the description of this video. But yeah, thank you for watching. Appreciate the hell out of it, and hope y'all enjoy the rest of your day and or night, and I will see y'all later. Also wanted to say that I do stream over on Twitch. Username is the exact same as my YouTube channel, SuupurSanicc, just no space. If you want to come chill, I don't have like a set schedule. I tend to stream later at night, North American time. And yeah, if you come hang out, I really appreciate it. Make sure to sub if I was helpful at all to you in any way, if you like the deck list or anything else like that. And I hope to see y'all around. Take it easy. Good luck in y'all's games. And yeah, that's about it. Bye-bye.